Alright boys, we're talking about Breakthrough. This is a new playlist brought to us by Bungie, and it's not even being pitched. No, it's going to be a permanent playlist in competitive next week. So whether you like it or not, it's here. Now I do want to talk about this playlist. I do spend a lot of time up in competitive. I still have not forgotten I got to get. So yeah, we're going to be there for a bit, boys. And this is a playlist we're probably going to pick up regularly. So first up, what is the objective of Breakthrough? Essentially, guys, it's like capture the point or whatever that game type was for Overwatch. A center point, everyone's fighting for control of it, and then after you capture that point, you then have to capture a second point outside of your enemy spawn. Now, if you are repelled and kept from capturing that second point, you lose the round. And I think from my knowledge, the first one to win 3 rounds wins the game. Needless to say, I'm gonna throw out the cons. In the competitive playlist, we like to move through the ranks as quickly as we can. If that is you, and you're just trying to get to those high ranks, and you've already completed the quests, you may not like this game type, unless you're just a big fan of objective game types. The reason why I say this is these games can get long. Now granted, I am playing as a solo player here. If I had a team, it could probably be much faster. You know, capture the first point, move on, bam, capture the second point, you're done. So me saying that this is a long game type, I think can be really long for solo players. For 4-stack teams, this may be an easier game type for you. And that's what we need. We need easier game types for them. Which takes me to my second point. Some game types you can get away with never talking to your team. Clash, Control boys, I'm playing music. I ain't even talking to you. Now when I play Countdown, it's a drag. Cause then I gotta be like, damn it, I gotta get my mic out. And then I gotta talk to people. And I know we're all antisocial, and we don't really wanna talk to people, but you got to in those game types. This is a game type that you have got to talk to people. If you do not, your ass will be power drived. I promise you boys. The reason why I say that is whether you're defending or attacking. Callouts are everything. So there's many entry points to just about every one of these maps. Some of them are a little more condensed. Bannerfall, a little more condensed. You kind of know exactly where enemies are coming from. Others, people can loop all the way around from your spawn. And so calling out where enemies are coming from, very important. But the other side of things, from attacking, I saw so many teams coming at the point one at a time, which is a big no-no. So yeah, outside of our mindless aping and killing and shotgunning, this game type will require us to use our brains and collectively push together on attacks. Which takes me to my third point. As important as it is to push together collectively, it is so important when you use your super. So I mentioned Clash and Control. I don't even talk to teammates. Listen, I don't care when you use your super. As long as we don't end the game with everyone on my team having super still, for the most part, I don't even care. In this game type though, knowing when to use your super is so important. I had boys running up in there and using their Blade Barrage immediately, and not a single teammate was with them. So yeah, he might get 2 or 3 kills, but then he's just gonna get killed by somebody waiting around a corner and defending. So knowing when to use your super, waiting for your teammates to push collectively with you, and it goes hand in hand also for your defenders. There's a lot of strategy here despite just killing and slaying. I felt like I was slaying out, but I still lost rounds because there was moments that those teams got smart and collectively push with supers. And so for me guys, the strategy was to never use my own super in capturing the first point, to save my super for that second point. Because if you go ahead and burn, and I saw it a bunch, we had teams that would burn their supers just to capture that first point. Essentially what ended up happening was if they failed and didn't cap it, we would just push their spawn with our supers and they didn't have a chance in hell. No way to counter it. Because the only power supply that actually spawns is in the dead center of the map almost, or somewhat close to that. So it actually requires the enemy team to leave their spawn that they're supposed to be defending, pick that power ammo up, and then come all the way back. So fellas, do I like the Breakthrough playlist? Yeah, I like it. I think I can find myself playing this. Guys, I like objective game modes. I really do. This is a game mode that can turn into very high volume slaying for you. Or it can be an outright nightmare. Like one or the other. Either somebody is just going in on you, or a group of people are just going in on you, or you are going in on a group of people. Now, I've said it before, Luna's Howl and that quest in general, it's much harder to complete the quest steps than it is to actually get the rank. Especially for those out there that keep getting Countdown over and over again. Countdown is a terrible game type to get those kills. Because you got to get something like, I don't know, 200 hand cannon kills, and then like 150 solar kills, and then another 100 hand cannon precision kills. Now, some of that is a little more tough due to just the playlist that you keep getting over and over. If you keep getting things like Countdown, which is not a lot of high volume in terms of slaying, then that quest would just be dragged out unnecessarily. Despite Breakthrough being objectively heavy, it still allows for a lot of high volume in dueling, similar to something like Clash and Control, which at the end of the day, if you ever watch Sweats or anything like that, that was the enjoyable game type. Zone Control, Clash, you wanted to see people kill over and over again. You didn't want to see people just sit there and play some objective. So Breakthrough is a win-win in my book, boys. Yes, it has a couple cons there. Definitely more team-oriented than, say, some of our other playlists, but it allows for some high-volume slaying, some good hero moments, and it also has some brain game there. You can't panic super everything you see. Timing when you kill opponents is very important, as to stagger their spawn points, and simultaneously very important for teams to collectively attack. So fellas, let me know in the comments below what you think of Breakthrough so far. Is this a playlist you could see yourself playing inside of competitive regularly? I'm interested. So guys, thank you all for coming and watching, and as always,
slap that like button like your mama told you right.